Hello everybody, it is Sunday the 7th of September. I want to talk very shortly about the simulation idea, and I want to talk a great deal about the law of assumption. I've been going around in circles looking at different things, and I keep coming back to the same point, which is the law of assumption. Well, first of all, let me talk very quickly about the simulation. This idea that none of this is real, that it is just your imagination. It does not matter because it is not real. And that we all should get the hell out of here because this simulation is built by this powerful evil being that is entrapping us all in it. And the only way is to get out. The law of assumption says something completely different. I mean, completely, pretty much the opposite. And it is what Jesus said when he said, whatsoever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it and it will be yours. That is the law of assumption. That should actually be the central point of the teaching of the New Testament. That is the point of light, the point of enlightened knowledge, which everybody is being shepherded away from. So that was the law of assumption, that was the knowledge that the Creator is all, and that he gives to all, and that he gives without judgment. Whatsoever you ask for in prayer, you will receive it. Yeah, and then the judgment should be with you. You should be of sound judgment about what it is you're asking for. Most Christians have actually let go of sound judgment altogether. When you think what they're asking for and then you see the outcome in the book of the Revelation and they're actually begging for that. Sound reasoning has gone out of the window completely. So, but now for myself, if I think about the law of assumption, I would think more of Neville Goddard than I would think of Jesus. It was the same teaching, only maybe made more understandable for our time, what he said. So let me start with assumption, the word assumption itself, because I googled that. And it said, a thing that is accepted as true or as certain, a certainty. So a thing that is accepted as true or as certain to happen without proof. Here's the thing, you are in what it is you desire, you should apply reason. Absolutely you should. And this conversation of for and against, good and bad, that conversation should absolutely take place in your head. But at some point, you need to go above that. You need to go above reason. You need to go, because reason in this world is based on material knowledge, which is not no knowledge at all, and whatever you create will become subject of, will become material. So you should have knowledge of that and what it does. But material knowledge is limited. Your knowledge is limited. You don't know. You're standing there. If you're asking for something, it's because you cannot see how. You want it, but you cannot see how it would be possible. And that is exactly what is going to be revealed. How it is possible. So even to go on the path of the law of assumption, you would need to admit, first of all, that you don't know it all. That you do not know it all. You are not omnipresent, omnipotent. You need to be shown something that you do not know. Something has to be revealed to you, possibilities, and here is the Creator is the field of all possibilities. Possibilities have to be revealed to you because you are not all-knowing. That is the whole point. Know that you don't know, for starters. So anybody tells you you are omnipresent and omnipotent is a liar. Anything that says, I am God, I am omnipresent and omnipotent is a liar. There is no being, nothing that is in the state of being that knows it all. But it can be revealed. And that is where you have to, again, your desire, what it is you desire to happen, the outcome, should be based on sound reasoning. And that is very much the impact that it will have on yourself and everything else. You should not wish for something that is harmful to you or others. Again, for that you need reasoning. Again, look at the book of the Revelation. Reasoning is not taking place. But then, and here is, when I googled the word assumption, so first of all, is accept a thing that is accepted. You have to be in acceptance that that will happen. Whatever it is you're asking for, it is the only possibility. It will become the only possibility. You make it the only possibility. That is what will happen. And forget about anything else that might happen. Know that will happen. But you have no proof. You do not know the way. And then the next thing that it says about assumption is the action of taking on power or responsibility. You must take on the power. You must assume power. You must assume responsibility. You must assume the seat of power. My will shall be done. You are a powerful being. And that is not thinking it, knowing it. That needs to become your being. I have the power to ask, to know the outcome. I have the power to know the outcome, and it will be that. And then, I would say Neville Goddard's teaching is a very good one. What you should do to be at the outcome. I am. That is the way of I am. You are, I am. I am is at the outcome. And use your imagination, yes. Use your ability to imagine situations that you're in. Imagine yourself in the place or the situation that you want to experience. And here's another thing. You can actually use the knowledge of your five senses to serve you. So you imagine yourself in that place. You hear what is happening in that place. You already hear it. You already see what is happening in that place. If you know what it will smell like, smell it. Already smell what it will be like. So there, the knowledge of your five senses will serve you to create yourself in the outcome. And then that is a prayer. That is a prayer. That is praying the way Jesus taught it. It's not being on your knees begging some God to come and do it for you. This is know that you have received it and it will be yours. Ye are God's. Assume a position of power and responsibility, and it will be yours. Which at the moment, for most of us, is extremely hard, because we have been taught the exact opposite. That there is a point of power somewhere, a being, most likely, or a group of beings, that are the powerful creators that create everything, and you are trapped in their creation and there is nothing you can do. You don't have the power, they do. And that is then how you see yourself. And in fact, any assumption or assuming power on part of yourself is being taught as selfish, against the will of God, sinful. You are being led away from the light of knowledge of what you are. You are absolutely capable of being the creator of your own destiny. The only reason why you are trapped in somebody else's nightmare is because you believe they are the ones that have the power to create and you don't. This is all being done to you and there's nothing you can do. That was the function of religion from the beginning. There's a powerful being somewhere else, and all the power and all the glory and everything must go to him. He is the point of emanation. And we must do as we're told. First of all, because we're powerless to do anything else. And secondly, if we don't do it, his fire will come out of his mouth and burn us and destroy us. And that is somehow how the universe works, and it is not. That is not how the universe works. That is a lie. That is the devil's lie. So first of all, we have to believe in God's, which to know ourselves as being nothing in comparison to the wonderful, omnipresent, omnipotent beings that are out there. Well, this religion is on very shaky ground. The thrones of the gods are crumbling very badly. So we need another point that is ruling over us. Yeah? It's now the creator. We've moved it to becoming the creator. The creator is the one point of emanation that rules over everything else, and you are just a puppet on a string. Now, the creator is not in one point. The creator is every point. The creator is not one being. The creator is all beings. The creator is all. There is no one point naturally in the creator, because he is all. He's all points there are. All possibilities there are. Everything that exists and that is not yet in existence. It is all him. And that is why you can't know him, because he would try if you tried. The only way one point of power can be created is by one being creating themselves into the belief that they are that, and then make everybody else believe that they are that. And it's not the truth. It is never the truth. Another thing at the moment is this idea that math is everything. Math is contained in creation. It is a part of it, a part of it. It's not all. But math can most certainly be used to keep you in your place. Because, math says what is in the material is the most likely. What works with the laws of physics is the most likely. If it comes to then calling the odds, the more you go away from the material cause and effect, the more unlikely it becomes. And then if you start to believe on something that is way out there, they will tell you the odds. And the odds are there to discourage you. It's not, it has, the odds have become that great that it is impossible. Nothing is impossible. It's not. But math will tell you it is. Unless you go to quantum physics, where apparently this idea of anything is possible is explained. But how many of us will understand quantum physics? Again, there is a way by which you have knowledge of how this actually works, but that knowledge will be in the hand of the very few. And the rest of us will be in baseline math, and the odds will be shouted at us. Don't even go there. It is another tool it will become another tool of enslavement. And those that don't have the knowledge of quantum will be enslaved on the lower levels of math. So everything is set in this world really to discourage us. Every teaching that is in this world is a teaching that we are slaves, that we are nothing, that we can do nothing. Power is somewhere else and we are being ruled over. I just heard something that was really great, because I asked a few videos back, why is Plato and his bloody idea of the cave, why is that still in existence? When so many teachings or writings of antiquity have gone away, but that one endured. Why? Because it serves. This idea that you are in a cave and you are chained to the wall. Let that sink in. That's what they're teaching you. You are chained to a wall. You must accept that as your reality. You are in a cave and you're chained to a wall. That is what you are. There's a fire behind you, a light behind you that is behind you, separated from you. It is behind you. And then there are puppeteers that put shadows on the wall to make you believe that is reality. So none of that is done by you. You are the thing that is chained by chains to the wall. There is no artificial or created light behind you. There is no wall in front of you. What I've heard is you are the light, and you are that which casts the shadows on the wall. It is not done to you. Nothing, unless they make you believe. But there is a light and there are shadows, but you are the one creating them. Again, assume responsibility. Assume responsibility for your life. You are the creator of it. And assume power to create your own reality. Become that being That is the first thing you have to do. You have to become, I am that. That is the first work you must do, is to become that. And as you stand, know that you are not all knowing. That is what has to be revealed to you. Knowledge is that which, knowledge of possibilities is that which will be given. So if you want to go, like you want to own a house, and in the physical world right now, that is not possible, and you have no way. There is no possibility that you can do it. Go to the outcome and say with certainty, I will have that house. And then the possibilities, the Creator will reveal itself to you. And in the end, when it has been done, when it is done, it is created, you are there now, no longer in imagination, but in solid reality. Then you should stand there with gratitude and awe. I think we would stand there with awe about what was possible that we did not know. There, the greatness of the Creator should be revealed. Now, as I said, I have been going around in circles for a long time, looking at different things, and I've always come back to this point. In the New Testament, and in the teachings of Neville Goddard, and in the teachings of others, you are the creator of your life. Do not ask for anything, because if you ask, you know it doesn't exist. Do not command it, because if you command it, you know it doesn't exist. Know that it is certain, and it will be yours. That is true prayer. So I am at this point myself, and what is needed from this point is works, and that is working on yourself, not allowing any thoughts that would speak against you being that. Becoming I am, knowing that is actually reality. That is how it works. That is how reality works. And you have to be here to work it. Yeah, again, there's those that say, let's get out of here, we're just beings of energy. Well, we are creators. And if you get out of here, it's like being a potter without having any clay. What's the point in that? You have the knowledge to create, but you have no clay to create with. Pointless. In my mind, pointless. Right, so I am at this point, and this is the point where I want to stop making videos for a while, because I cannot be in two places at the one time. I cannot think about how it works or work it in the same, or try to work it at the same time. I cannot speak about possibilities and create within myself one possibility. I need to get out of the field of all possibilities, or the understanding of how it works, into one possibility and working it. So I cannot be in two places at the one time. So right now I would say I have said what I have said for myself. I have made a choice, and now I really must do according to my own choice. That is the next step. The way there is understanding, but the outcome must be knowing. And for myself, I'm ready. I'm absolutely good and ready now to try. It's the next thing. You shouldn't try, you should know. To make myself know. To program myself into knowing. Not being programmed by something else into another knowing. To make it real within myself. I'm at the point where I'm ready to do that. So, I would say I leave it at that for now. And I probably won't be making videos for a while because I need that time and that space for myself. To absolutely concentrate on that. And if anybody hears this and thinks that that is truth, that the law of assumption is a truth that will create outcomes, then they should stop listening to Neville Goddard or listening to anybody else, but do it. Stop listening to what it might do or how it might do. Just do it. If you have the basics, do it. So I leave it at that for now. And I probably will make other videos, but as I said, I need space now. And I will take that space for myself. And I talk to you whenever I'm back. Talk to you then. Bye.